Hello, everyone. It is about 1 till start time, so I wanted to be able to jump on here and just welcome everyone. In the beginning, we do have, excuse me, there's a chat box and a questions box that are in here. Last time that we held a presentation, they were not working correctly for me. So I am going to, throughout the day or throughout this presentation, unmute everyone so that you do have the opportunity to ask any questions that we have come up. So if you do have questions, just hold your questions until we unmute everyone, and then we can kind of, I'll walk through those questions with everyone together. So we'll do that 2 or 3 times throughout this 1-hour presentation, and maybe even get out of here early. We do have a lot of information to share and show to everyone. However, I think that we can get through it pretty quickly and then be able to have questions time and be able to share with each other. Normally we do have these in person, which is much more comprehensive to networking. We usually have everybody introduce themselves, talk about their business, where they're from, what they're looking to do with their BBB accreditation. But this is a great way to be able to connect as well. And then obviously I'll be able to answer questions throughout this, but you guys can also email me at the end or anytime to be able to answer any questions that maybe were not brought up during the time that we are sharing today. But we're getting up there to pretty much everybody that registered. So I'll wait just a few more, another minute on here just to make sure that we get everyone. So a lot of the things that we're going to cover today are available to you as an accredited business. We want to make sure that you have all of the tools and resources that you need to be able to showcase your BBB accreditation, increase your visibility as a trusted accredited business, and even participate in some additional campaigns that we have available to our accredited businesses. So hopefully we will be able to answer all of your questions, get you excited about your accreditation, whether you've been accredited for a week or 20 years. There's always something new coming up with our BBB and tools that you guys can participate in. So we're looking forward to be able to have this time together today and to be able to go over the benefits of your BBB accreditation. Really quickly, I am going to, just to make sure that everybody is good and we're not having any issues with you being able to see my screen or anything, I am going to unmute everybody here just for a minute, just to be able to make sure that everybody is comfortable and if there's any beginning questions or anything like that. So I'll give you a little bit of a warning before throughout the day before I do unmute everybody, but just for a minute on here, I'm going to unmute just if anybody is having any issues with their audio or being able to see the screen that I'm sharing on. I'm on our bbb.org homepage. So I'm just going to unmute everybody here for a minute and see if anybody has any questions or if they have any issues on the page. So can everybody see my screen okay? Anyone? Can anybody see my screen okay? I don't think that I can hear anyone. Autumn.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just want to make sure that we're not having any technical difficulties here in the beginning of it. Anybody having any issues? Everybody ready to roll? Awesome. All right, well, let's get started here. I'm remuting everyone. But so this is your BBB home screen. This is for both businesses and consumers to be able to come to their local BBB bureau and find information on businesses, charities, even to look up reviews, complaints, lots of different information that is on here. You will see in the top right hand corner, it's our Central Ohio BBB. It does have a location that will pull from your IP address to make sure that you're within the correct BBB page. So any place in the US, Canada, and Mexico, consumers and businesses can go to bbb.org and they'll get resource to their local bureau and be able to find out information on there. So one of the things I want to always like to start with is the reason that all of you became BBB accredited. It can be for a wide range of reasons. If your business stands for trust and integrity, you respect, you have ethics, you have intent on doing, ethical business practices. You lead from, your CEO, your president, or your owner all the way down, and make sure that you are doing the right thing and doing what you say each time and taking care of your consumers and your clients. Performance. Making sure that your track record is up to par with what you would want it to be, and your BBB accreditation, your BBB rating, your consumer reviews, all of that goes along with your performance and what consumers are being able to see when it comes to looking up information on your business and your services. By becoming BBB accredited, you've created and you're maintaining a certain level of trust within your business. And we want to be able to allow you all of those different campaigns and available ways to showcase your trusted BBB accreditation. One of the biggest things is how consumers are seeing you. So whether they go to Google and they look up your business name, one of the best things with being BBB accredited is that your business profile page, or that secondary website that we house for your accredited businesses, are going to be one of the top rated search results on Google. So if someone goes and looks up your business by name, you should have that top rated search result that will take consumers directly to your business profile page. And I'll show you guys what those pages look like so you can populate information on there. The other thing that you can obviously do is to showcase your accreditation status by using your BBB accredited business logo seal wherever you can, on your website, through social media, through print. If you're doing a vehicle wrap, anything like that, we have the availability to give you that BBB accredited business seal so you can showcase that amount of trust through your BBB accreditation to all of your consumers and clients. So when consumers do come to the BBB looking for your accredited business, they simply, like I said before, it goes from your IP address, so they'll get to your local, but you can look up a business name or you can look up a category search. So the first thing that I'll show you on here is how consumers might come and look up, I always use Rosati Windows as a search result on here. So if I look up Rosati, if I hear from my neighbor about how they got new windows from Rosati, and I'm like, oh, well, I want to go look those up, I'm going to type in a search for Rosati, and I'm going to see that they auto-populate down here. And when I click on that, it is going to take me to their business profile page. This is that page that I was telling you about from a consumer standpoint when they're looking you up through Google or on bbb.org. This is like a secondary website that we house for our accredited businesses. We also have these pages for our non-accredited businesses. If we have information on a business, we will have one of these pages populated, but obviously it doesn't showcase that they're BBB accredited. It has a big thing that says not BBB accredited. So as an accredited business, you have that added advantage of trust, being able to have your accredited business seal on there, and you're able to add a lot of different things to this page, just like you would to your website. One of the biggest things is logo recognition, adding your logo to your business profile page. If a consumer sees one of your service vehicles drive by, or if they have an idea of what your logo is or your business name, adding in that logo recognition to this page is very, very important. You can add that on there, and I'll show you step by step how to be able to do that. So that's one of the biggest things that you can showcase on here, as well as all of your contact information. Consumers can get directions to your office or your place of business. They can link directly to your business profile page. They can call you. Obviously, your address is on there, making sure that all of that information that we have on your business is populated correctly. And if you ever have to edit that or change that, I'll show you how to do that as well. But we always want to make sure and maintain current information for your business so that when they're looking you up, they get that correct information. Another thing that your business profile page does show, obviously, your BBB accreditation, how long you've been accredited, how many years that you have been in business. And then it also gives consumers the availability to see, okay, well, what is a rating? How do they get that rating? By clicking on overview of BBB rating, it'll show the 13 different categories that we rate businesses on. And you can even use that, look yourself up on here and see, okay, if I have an A- rating, why do I have that? Or if I have an A+ rating, why do I have that? It will show you how that is calculated. Customer reviews. This is something that is relatively new. When I started with BBB 11 years ago, you know, my mentality was like, oh, it's who you call and complain to when something goes wrong. We have actually surpassed the amount of consumers that are looking at complaints through BBB. Our consumer reviews get more visibility than our complaints do at this point. Customer reviews are super easy to populate. You are able to you can send out your URL directly to that link so that consumers can easily go to that and post a customer review. We have a customer review app that is free to any of our accredited businesses to be able to use. It's simply an app that you put on your phone. At the time of service or the time that you meet with a client, you can say, hey, I'm a BBB accredited business. Would you mind posting a customer review for us on our BBB website? And you can send them a direct link through a text message. They answer a couple of questions. Great thing about this and why we are very different from other review sources is that we verify all of our customer reviews. We make sure that it is to your business, not a business that's slightly named like your business. We make sure it's not a disgruntled ex-employee that just wants to say something on there. We verify all of those, and you are able to comment on those. You know, on the consumers, like I said, are reading more reviews than they are complaints. It's always great for a customer review, regardless if it was a super, super happy consumer or client, and they give you a 5-star review and an awesome comment. Thank you so much for choosing us to be able to come to your home and give you new windows. We loved working with you. Please make sure that you contact us again for any of your needs. Or if it's somebody that gives you a 1-star review because they weren't happy with the service, you're still able to comment on there. You know, working with our consumers is one of the best things that our accredited businesses can do on all platforms, whether that be through customer reviews, request to quotes, or even complaints. That open line of communication really shows other consumers and clients that you are willing to work with that business to make things right. If things that you said were going to be done that weren't, you are going to make it right. And that's one of the highest standards of our customer or of our accredited businesses. Also on this page, you'll see all of the categories that Rosati Windows has services in. You can click, consumers can click on each of these to be able to find a full listing of our businesses that provide those services. So through this BBB.org page, you can also look up categories. And that's why it's so important to make sure that your accredited business has all of the categories that you provide services in populated through your BBB profile with us. If you provide services in window installation and we don't have you down for window installation, a consumer isn't going to be able to find you when they do that related category search. I'll show you also how to populate all of those to be able to get the maximum visibility through bbb.org and those search pages. So that's also shown on your business profile page. You can add up to 20 photos and up to 5 videos to your business profile page as well. If you are doing home improvement, you can do before and after pictures on here. If you are selling products, you can post pictures of those products on here. You can put pictures of your leadership or your team and your staff on here. Maybe you have a big celebration that you want to portray on here for consumers to be able to see. Being able to publish and populate all of those photos on there is also something that keeps consumers on this page longer and engages them a lot more with your business. Products and services you can list, and then obviously there's additional business information and details that consumers can view. Our customer reviews are also available for consumers to be able to look at, read. Obviously, like I said, seeing those responses, even if it's not a great customer review, being able to go in and say, you know, this is how we're going to work with you. So that is kind of the overview of your business profile page. I also want to show you while we're on this page how consumers would be able to look up if they do hear of, you know, I'm looking for, I need new windows in my, we'll stick with the windows category. I need new windows in my house. So I'm not looking for the cheapest. I'm not looking for the fastest fix. I'm looking for a business that I can trust. So I know that going to BBB is going to be my one-stop shop for being able to find those businesses. So if I enter, just like I entered Rosati Windows on this page, if I'm just looking for a window, let's do window installation. and I want to be able to find accredited businesses in my local area. You can also change this location search. We'll hit the search button and it will populate a listing of our accredited businesses that provide those services. As you can see, since I did a search for Columbus, it's going to bring up those located within closest to Columbus and then kind of going outward. If you're in Worthington or Westerville or Delaware or New Albany, it works the same way. I always explain it like it's like having a bucket of water and putting one drop in that bucket. That wave is going to come out from that centralized point. That's exactly how these location searches work. On here, they will get a quick reference of your business name, the top 3 categories that you're in. It doesn't list all of them, but it does list the top 3, with your primary category being first, and then your top 2 most popular categories coming after that. Shows what your current BBB accredited rating is. You can see what the service area is. So obviously I did a location search for Columbus, so these are all going to service that area, but others might service additional counties as well, and we'll have that populated. It shows that you are a BBB accredited business and shows your phone number and your address. So if I want to learn more about Jerry Sterner, who does windows, I can click on this and it'll take me directly to his business profile page, just like we saw for Rosati Windows. I can learn more about his business, if he has any complaints, any reviews, what additional services that they offer, and I can contact them directly from that page, or I can just give them a call from here. Again, another very important point of this is making sure that all of those products that you offer, services that you offer, are populated within your business profile page. If you do window installation and we don't have you down for window installation, you're not going to show up on this listing. Another thing that you will see on here, if there's a lot of different search capabilities, if I want somebody who does window installation and siding contractor and does siding as well, I can click on that as well, and it'll populate businesses that just do those 2 categories. If I only want to work with a business that has an A or above rating, if they operate in different areas, lots of different ways that I can change that search result to populate the information that I would want as a consumer. Another great thing on these pages that we'll kind of go over later as well, but you can add your logo to your listing on here. And then there's also targeted ads that we place only for our accredited businesses that allow you to be shown in specific search results, depending on what you service, the counties that you service, and the services that you offer as an accredited business. We'll kind of talk about that stuff later, but you'll see these ads obviously are populated on here as well. If a consumer does want to see all businesses that provide window installation in Columbus, Ohio, or near Columbus, Ohio, they can also select to just show all businesses. This will populate both accredited and non-accredited businesses. So you can see on here that more businesses will populate on here, but your BBB accreditation definitely stands out from the non-BBB accredited businesses. So that is the directory page, how consumers can find you, if it is related to a name search for your business, or if it's related to a category search, if they're looking for a specific service. So that, in a nutshell, is kind of how consumers can find you. What I'm going to do next is show you guys individually. As an accredited business, you all have BBB accredited business login access. A lot of our businesses have never logged in. Some of you have maybe never even seen your own business profile page to see what is actually populated on there. One kind of to-do item for you guys today: go to bbb.org and search for your business name. Go to your business profile page. See if there's any information that needs to be updated, changed. If you need to add your logo to your business profile page, we can do that very easily and very quickly for you. Make sure all of those categories are populated, your service area, all of the information that is consumer facing, make sure that is correct. And if you need to update or change or add photos or videos, you can utilize your BBB login information. I'll show you how to do that. So very simple, go to the same website that any of our consumers would go to, bbb.org, And in the top right-hand corner here, you're going to see Central Ohio Business Login. Once you click on that, it's going to ask you for your email address and your password. Your email address that you have on file with your BBB accreditation would be the one that you utilize to be able to log in specifically to your business account. If you don't know your password, which is totally fine because most people, like myself, forget passwords all the time, there's a big red button on there that says forgot password. Click on that. It'll automatically send you a generic passcode to be able to use to log in, and then you can reset it. So I'm going to go, this is actually it's a bit of a, we call it our fake account that we are able to use through these webinars and through benefits of accreditation meetings to just show you what this page looks like, how to access all of your business information, and how to populate all of that information. So as you can see, this is Judy's All-Star Team. It's just our team page to be able to go on here and show you guys how this works. But it will have your business name at the top. It'll have your BBB business ID number that is very specific to your business. And then it will go down in a lot of different sections. I'm not going to walk through all of this because it would take days because there's a lot of information on here. I just want to show you guys what is most relevant for your accredited business and what are the most utilized tools on here. Business profile, that secondary website that we saw with Rosati, it located, showed all of his logo, his contact information, his rating, his customer reviews, all of that, his type of business categories. All of that information is on your business profile page, and this is where you would update any of that. If you want to update your business information, if you have a different website than what we have listed, or if you want a different address listed or phone number, you would simply click on the update your business information. It's going to take you to a 12-step process. There's 12 different pages, 12 different steps that you can take on here. Each page has a different resource on it. So really, addresses are on page 2, your phone and fax number, your employees, if you have a new person in your billing department that you want your billing to go through, you would be able to update that person's name and contact information on that page. Whatever you do, steps 1 through 11, always go to page 12 and check the box that shows that you are verifying the information, that you are able to do that, and then you have to finalize all of the information that you just put in there. So you can see on here, I'm authorized to submit this information, and then hit finish. Unfortunately, if you don't go to step 12 and do any of this, anything that you edited from step 1 through 11 won't go into effect. So make sure that you go to step 12 if you're changing anything on your business information. So that covers all of the contact information, type of business categories, all of those things that are on your business profile page and consumer facing. If you need to update your service area, the counties or the cities that you provide services in, you can do that here. If you want to add your business logo, you click on that or upload your business logo, it gets sent to me, and then I upload that onto your business profile page. You can also submit photos and videos on this section, and you can see what your business profile progress report looks like. That is everything that can be populated on your business profile page. It just kind of gives you a checklist. If it's not available for your business, if you don't provide, specific products, then you don't have to enter that. It just gives you a one look at all of the information that we have populated for your business and if you're missing anything or not. It's just a really quick and easy access tool. As I said in the beginning, your BBB accredited business seal is one of those big ways that you can promote that you are a trusted BBB accredited business. We give you all of those seals that you can use, whether that be for print on a business card or on an invoice or a letterhead. You can get your BBB seals for print here. Your online code for your accredited business seal. Most people always have websites. We want to make sure that you're promoting your BBB accreditation and showcasing that on your individual website. For that, we do allow an online BBB seal that includes your rating, and it's also a hyperlink. So when consumers see that BBB logo seal on your website, they can see your rating, the current date that shows that you're currently accredited, and they can actually click on that and go directly to your business profile page. Anytime that you guys create, I kind of call it the trifecta. If you have a website, you have your business profile page, and then you have any other kind of social media content, connecting all of those leads to a higher SEO just overall, because you're getting more click-throughs and you're getting more traffic to your website, to your business profile page, to your social media pages. So making sure that all of those are interconnected, that your website and your social media channels are on your business profile page with us, and then your BBB business seal is on your website, so consumers can kind of cross-reference those and be able to find out information on both sides. And that's that BBB online code for accredited business seal. You can manage customer reviews from here. Like I said, those are being viewed even more so than our complaints are right now. So making it super, super easy for you guys to be able to project those customer reviews and the availability for your consumers to post a review on your BBB site is a great advantage of your accreditation. A lot of these are very easy to use. I will say one of the easiest, if you click on this comment on customer reviews, it will actually give you a direct share this link to promote your BBB customer reviews. You can copy this link and send it out in any type of email that you send to current clients, current consumers, even past consumers. They don't have to have found you through the BBB to submit a customer review. They could have heard about you from anywhere, utilized you for services, and then they can post a review. So utilizing and sending out that URL to your current and previous consumers or clients, that's a really, really easy way to populate customer reviews. The other super easy way, like I said before, we have a customer review app that you can download or put on your phone for free with your accreditation, and simply send a text message to your client or consumer at the time of service, and they can just answer a few questions. It goes through the exact same process as any of our other customer reviews. We validate that it's an actual consumer and that you've had a marketplace interaction or some kind of interaction with that consumer and client. You can still comment on those, and you get a notification when consumers do post a customer review, just like you would if someone posted a complaint with us. So those are all of the customer review tools as well. I'm going to, I know this is a lot of information on your business profile page and your accreditation, so I'm going to take the opportunity again to unmute everyone, just so anybody that does have a question at this point somebody else might have the same question, we can kind of go over that. So just forewarned, if your kids are screaming or your dog is barking, this is the time that I'm going to unmute everyone so that you guys can ask any questions that you have. So does anybody have any questions? I know that we've gone through a lot of information at this point. Nobody has any questions? I think you guys could unmute. Unmute yourselves at one at a time as well if you would want to ask a question. All right, we will keep moving on then. Make sure that I remute everyone. All right. Customer reviews. I'm going to talk a little bit about a Center for Character Ethics here in a minute. So another thing that is, I think, very important for consumers to be able to find you out in their daily lives. We have, since 2009, we have been offering our accredited businesses additional opportunities that they would have to showcase their services and have that co-branded with their BBB accreditation. I actually manage all of the in-house marketing opportunities that we provide to our accredited businesses. They are very affordable, very flexible. We don't have any long-term contracts that you have to sign on to. You choose what you want to do. We do all of the production for you and manage all of the campaigns for you as well. Any stats that we're able to gain from those marketing opportunities, we make those available to you, and you literally have one person, me, in the office that you can call at any time, ask questions, change things up. We make it super, super easy for you because we know that what you do on a daily basis is so important to your business, and you might not be a marketing expert or be able to go on and make some kind of print design or go on and provide some kind of like digital billboard design. We do all of that for our accredited businesses. Not going to take too much time on this to be able to show you guys, but I also think that it's super important for you, if you are coming up with a marketing budget, to look at your accreditation. If anything, use your BBB accredited business seal to showcase that you're accredited. If you are doing little ads in local magazines, or if you're doing the little mailers, make sure that you put that BBB accredited business seal on there to show that added advantage of trust that consumers are going to see when they see that logo. Our ads on bbb.org, like we said when we did a search for window installation, and we saw those ads populate on there, those are available to our accredited businesses. You tell us the service area by county that you want to show up in the ads, and then also what search terminology that you would want to show up. If you're a plumber, you only want to show up in plumbing search related categories. If somebody is looking for a landscaper, you don't really want to show up in that category. So we specify those categories so that you can show up to your targeted audience, where you provide those services and what services you provide. We also do digital billboards with Lamar. I'm sure that everyone in the Central Ohio area has seen Lamar digital billboards up and around. They are very prevalent. They're in some very, very busy out areas, mostly intersections. We have digital billboards. We have 3 different locations that we provide placement for our accredited businesses. Those locations change every 8 weeks, so we can kind of keep up with different commuters. If somebody's going the same way to soccer practice or work every day, we want to change those up so that more consumers find you. We do the design for you. You tell us the locations and the amount of time that you want to participate, and we set those up with Lamar for you. We have those available through November 28th of this year. If anyone is interested in the best, actually really good thing we have, if anybody is doing a hiring, if you're looking to hire, we can specify that on your digital billboards. If you're having an event coming up, we can do that. If you're celebrating 50 years in business, we can help with the design of that and put those on those boards, but you're still being showcased as a BBB accredited business. We have TV ads that we create in-house that are wonderful. They're 30-second ads that show on both WBNS 10 TV and NBC Channel 4. We only have I think we only have 7 weeks left this year. So we do 10 weeks out of the year. We kind of take the summer off as people are more outside and maybe not glued to their TVs. But we do all of the production on those. You tell us the network and the week or weeks that you would want to be on. We produce it, send it to the stations, and they are able to produce those within, I think, like we turn them in on Thursday, they activate the next Monday, and it's a full week. We have availability on Channel 10 for up to 58 commercials a week. And then we also have availability on Channel 4 for 20 commercials a week. So you choose what your budget fits, what your target audience is, depending on if you want more news related ads or more afternoon show related ads in the evening. We have availability for each of those. So those are a wonderful tool that you can also take advantage of. Logo listing and video packages. Video is becoming one of those big things that is not the easiest thing to produce on your own, and we realize that. But one of the things that specifically social media really, really likes, and consumers are drawn to that more than static ads or things that are just your logo placement. We have an amazing in-house designer that does video work. We have the availability for 15 and 30-second ad creations, videos that you can post on your website, your social media, wherever you have the availability to be able to do that. It's a quick turnaround, and we also showcase, obviously, your business and your BBB accreditation status. So those are also great opportunities that are very quick turnover, super, super affordable. I am not a video expert. My phone is pretty much the only access that I have to videos, but our in-house designer is able to produce amazing, amazing videos. She also does our TV ad campaigns, which are specific to our accredited businesses, showcasing your logo, your services, and your contact information, and how long you've been accredited with us. So those are some of our advertising campaigns that we have. I am going to go back and go over some of the account highlights that we have for each of your accredited businesses. I know that we kind of covered this in the login section, but I'll keep this page up, and I am going to unmute everybody again to see if there is any questions at all. 1 second. All right, I think I unmuted everybody. Is there any additional questions that you guys have at this point? Oh, there we go. Now I think everybody's unmuted. Any questions? Nothing? All right, we will keep rolling here. All right, account highlights. These are some things that might come into play later on in your accreditation, things that you might not even think that you have the availability to do through your BBB business profile pages, your BBB accreditation all together. We went over everybody's business profile page, that secondary website that we house for our accredited businesses. Again, one of the biggest things that I think you can do, look yourself up on bbb.org, see that we have your logo on your business profile page, that all of your contact information is correct and up to date. And then if you need to update any of that information, change out any of that information, that's where you would go to your login page on bbb.org and click on that Central Ohio BBB login on the top right and access all of the information that we have on your business to add photos, videos, access your customer reviews, comment on those, get your URL to be able to send that out in an email to your current or previous consumers, and even get that customer review app that you can utilize free as an accredited business. So those all come along with your accreditation. Our BBB store. We have a lot of different things in our storage closet right now that you guys can utilize. If you do trade shows or the home and garden shows or a wedding show or anything like that, we have BBB plaques that are transportable. They're very small. It just has the BBB accredited business seal on it. You can purchase those to put at your display booth. It just shows that extra advantage. And they might be able to see, 10 different home improvement companies that day, but only 2 of them have a BBB accredited business seal that's actually sitting there at their display booth, and that definitely makes a difference. So we have those available, and you can go to our store and purchase those. Marketing campaigns, kind of went over those. That's kind of my wheelhouse, and I manage those for our accredited businesses. Love working with our businesses locally and seeing their message up on digital billboards or catching their commercial during the 5 o'clock news. It's always awesome to be able to see our BBB accredited businesses out in the community whenever I'm driving going on errands, or just sitting watching TV. And then especially with those search capabilities on our bbb.org directory page, being able to target that audience is an awesome advantage that you have as an accredited business as well. Mediation and arbitration. like I said before, when I first started with BBB 11 years ago, I was like, oh, it's where you call if you have a complaint. Yes, we do handle that, but also, and a lot of our consumers don't know this, we offer mediation and arbitration through our dispute resolution consultants. When people think about BBB, they might think about, a resource to help resolve an issue if you've hired a company to do something and something didn't go right. We have a small local, we have third-party staff that come in for that mediation and arbitration, and really able to work with the consumer and the business to come to an understanding and an agreement. So that's another thing that comes along with your BBB accreditation. Accredited business events. Unfortunately, in the past 2 years, like so many other things, we've had to cancel a lot of our in-person events. We used to have these benefits of accreditation meetings monthly at our BBB office, and we would have breakfast and network and be able to talk. And so we're hoping to get those restarted in May of this year. So if you want to hop down to the office and visit with me and our other staff, be on the lookout for those invitations. But also the additional events that we offer that have kind of taken a backseat the last 2 years, unfortunately, but we do a lot of webinars. We're having one on cybersecurity, I believe in the next few weeks. And then we also do networking events. We do, we've had open houses, and then we also have 3 different recognition events during the year. A lot of our accredited businesses don't know that we have a Center for Character Ethics. It is a foundation through our local BBB that showcases just the strength of trust in our community, whether it be from our current workforce, entrepreneurs and businesses that have been up and running for 50 or more years, or if it's our future workforce. We work with middle school and high school students through 2 different programs as well. So throughout the year, we have 3 different recognition events. We always invite our accredited businesses to become involved in those events. Our Laws of Life essay contest is for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders within our 21 county service area that write about an experience that they've had in their life and the laws that they've made for themselves that are high ethical standards and that really showcase, the things that these middle schoolers write are absolutely amazing, very uplifting. We do monetary awards for those students and their schools, and that event is taking place in May. If you would ever want to become involved in that, do not hesitate to contact me directly. We also have this summer coming up our Spark Awards. Our Spark Awards are for businesses that do not have to be accredited. It's for business and charities that have either been up and operational for less than 3 years, or the owner of the company is 35 years of age or younger. So the Spark Awards really look at entrepreneurs creating a spark in our local community, and how they're really changing the culture and how they're working with their consumers and their clients, as well as in-house to have those upholding standards of trust that BBB's missions really support. That is going to be an awesome event. If you would like to nominate a business, nominations and entries, I believe in May 9th. And you can go, I'll show you the page that you go to that if you would want to nominate someone, or even apply for your own business. And then we also have our premier recognition event every year is in November. It's our Torch Awards for Ethics. This is for businesses that have maybe been in business for a little bit longer than our entrepreneurs. They have to apply and show how they are creating a culture of high standards of trust within their own business. We have a judging panel outside of our BBB that looks over all of the applicants. We usually have anywhere from 3 to 7 Torch Award winners at the end of the year in November that we recognize during a luncheon that's held at the Ohio Union on Ohio State's campus. We usually have about 400 in attendance, community members and business owners that attend, and we recognize those winners. Also a great opportunity for our accredited businesses to sponsor things like this. We have ads that go out in Columbus CEO, We have lots of benefits for the day of, where you're showcased as somebody with a high ethical standards, and you're in that marketplace for wanting to celebrate trust in our community. And you also get free tickets to come hang out with us for lunch. So applications, we're actually having a session, an information session for our Torch Awards, and I'm going to look that up. Oh, it's not on there. Next week, if you would be interested in nominating someone or applying for the Torch Awards, those applications are still open. You can find out a lot more information. I can send you the information on it, or you can join one of our info sessions for the Torch Awards, and even our Spark Awards to find out more about those. But that is kind of a review of everything that you can do through your BBB accreditation. Again, your to-do list for the day, go to bbb.org, look up your business, and see, make sure that everything that is on there is up to date, and that we have all of the correct information for your business, so that consumers are finding that being able to contact you, request a quote from you, customer reviews, anything like that. Make sure that all that stuff is up to date, and they're utilizing every single one of those tools that we offer to our accredited businesses. So I am going to try to unmute everyone again and see if there is any questions. I think about 15 minutes, but want to be able to give you guys the opportunity to ask anything that you would want. Oh, you guys can unmute yourselves at any time if you do have a question. Let me see. Anybody? All right, I don't know if anybody has any questions on here. One thing that I will do, so that if you guys do have any questions that you would want to email to me directly, whether it has anything to do with your BBB accreditation or any of our marketing campaigns, our Center for Character Ethics, and the opportunity to apply or nominate another business or look into sponsorship opportunities for that. My contact information is down here. It's abonds at centralohio.bbb.org. I'll leave that up on the screen here. If anybody has any questions or anything that you would like for me to set up a time to speak with you, maybe go through your business profile page, make sure that everything that is populated on there is current and up to date, I would be more than happy to do that. If you have any questions about the mediation and arbitration, I would be happy to connect you with our dispute resolution consultants, or anything to do with our marketing or promotional activities for our Center for Character Ethics. You can connect with me on those as well. But hopefully that you guys have enough tools and availability to be able to log in to your business profile page and to your account information with us. Promote yourself as a BBB accredited business with those BBB seals for print that you can again put on business cards, invoices, flyers, anything that you hand out to a consumer. You can even put that BBB dynamic seal, the online seal, that showcases your rating and allows consumers to link directly to your business profile page. Put that on your website, and just really take advantage of everything that you are getting with your BBB accreditation and promoting that you are a trusted BBB accredited business in our local community. And if you guys have any additional questions, do not hesitate to email me, and I would be more than happy to get back with you and answer any questions that you have. No questions from anyone. We'll let you guys maybe get out of here a little early and enjoy. I think the sun came out, so there's actually sun to go out and enjoy. But I want to thank everybody for taking an hour, 45 minutes out of your afternoon to meet with us. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to email me, and I would be more than happy to set up a time to be able to speak with you. But do we have any questions on there? But no questions at this time. You guys can go enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Feel free to email me if you have any questions at all. I appreciate your guys' time. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.